Hello and welcome. You are watching Maha Mandate 2017 right here on Magicbricks Now, our special day-long coverage of BMC elections 2017. This is Krishna Kumar, and there you go, the tally on your screens. And the visuals are of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. Live visuals coming in of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray at the Shiv Sena Bhavan, garlanding the founder of the party. So he is set to address the media any time now. We are waiting for that as we see him walking across, and we will be cutting across live the moment Mr. Uddhav Thackeray starts speaking, because we are yet to understand who will be the boss of BMC, who is going to form the leadership at BMC, and that is because the numbers tell you the story. 84 for Shiv Sena, 82 for the BJP. It's been a neck and neck race. It's gone down right to the wire. I have with me some very special people here in the studios to understand what this Maha Mandate means. But for now, we're just counting down to Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, who is going to address the media right now. And if you can cut across live and listen to him.
सुरुवात करतो मी सर्वात आधी मी तमाम मुंबईकरांचं, मी मुंबईपुरतं आता बोलताना तमाम मुंबईकरांचं काय म्हणू मी अभिनंदन नाही, त्यांना मी धन्यवाद देतोय. खास करून मराठी माता भगिनी आणि बांधव जे शिवसेनेसोबत उभे राहिले, यावेळेला अन्य भाषिक सुद्धा बऱ्याच प्रमाणामध्ये शिवसेनेसोबत आले. त्या सगळ्यांना मी लाख लाख धन्यवाद देतोय. विशेष म्हणजे शिवसैनिकांना मानाचा मुद्रा सुद्धा कमी पडेल अशी त्यांनी मेहनत केलेली आहे. त्या तमाम शिवसैनिकांना खरंच या सगळ्यांना त्यांचे आभार मानण्यासाठी माझ्याकडे शब्द नाहीत. सलग पाचव्यांदा मला असं वाटतं हा सुद्धा एक चमत्कार असेल की मुंबईकरांनी शिवसेनेवरती विश्वास दाखवलेला आहे. सलग पाचव्यांदा मुंबई महानगरपालिकेच्या निवडणुकीत शिवसेनेला त्यांनी नंबर 1चा पक्ष म्हणून आपली पसंती दिलेली आहे. त्या सगळ्यांना धन्यवाद देतो आणि पुन्हा एकदा आपण मुंबईच्या सेवेची आम्हाला संधी दिलेली आहात. नक्कीच त्याचं सोनं केल्याशिवाय आम्ही राहणार नाही. जरा थांबा, आता कुठे माझे पेढे येत आहे बघून, पेढे खातो मी अजून, त्याच्यानंतर बघू. आणि पेढे घट्ट मलाईदार आहेत, पारदर्शक नाही.
उद्धवजी प्रश्न असा आहे की टाळी देणार का मैत्रीचा हात पुन्हा पुढे करणार?
पण थांबा ना जरा, काही काय
साहेब सत्ता स्थापनेसाठी दिलेला की इथून पुढे युती करणार नाही. आता वेळ अशी आली की भाजप अन्य जे छोटे पक्ष
बरोबर आहे ना. मग तुम्ही हा प्रश्न मला का विचारता परत?
म्हणजे नाही
थांबा ना. जर मी त्यावेळेला माझी नवीन वाटचाल करतोय म्हणून जाहीर केलं असेल तर पुन्हा हा प्रश्न तुम्ही का विचारता? आणि नाही तर मग महापालिकेत आता ज्या वेळेला नवीन महापौराची निवडणूक, अरे अजून भाषण संपली. अजून मी कशाचाही विचार केलेला नाही. आता शिवसेना हा नंबर 1चा पक्ष मुंबई महापालिकेमध्ये नव्याने ज्या निवडणुका झाल्यात त्याच्यात त्यांनी आपलं अस्तित्व दाखवलेलं आहे. आणि म्हणून आजच्या पुरतं मी तमाम मुंबईकरांना आणि शिवसैनिकांना या माझ्या विजयाचं श्रेय देत आहे. हा जो विश्वास ते गेले सलग 20 वर्ष दाखवले, ते आता 25 वर्ष पूर्ण होते. मला नाही वाटत देशात असा कोणताही पक्ष असेल की ज्याला एखाद्या शहरातल्या नागरिकांनी पुन्हा पुन्हा आशीर्वाद देऊन नंबर 1चा आणि विशेष म्हणजे हे शिवसैनिकांच्या एकट्याच्या मेहनतीचं फळ आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये कोणत्याही हवेची आम्हाला साथ लाभलेली नाही. किंबहुना पलीकडे सत्ता, साधन, संपत्ती आणि जी काही चित्रविचित्र समीकरणं त्यांना करता येणं शक्य होतं, त्याच्यावरती मात करून नंबर 1 हा शिवसेनेने पटकवला. चांगली गोष्ट आहे.
शिवसेना
मी माझ्या मागच्या लोक बोलेल. आपण हे बघा, याच्यावरती काही स्टोरी रायटिंग होऊ शकत नाही. असं झालं तर काय होईल, तसं झालं तर काय होईल, जे होईल तेव्हा
तुम्हाला अभिनंदनाचा मुख्यमंत्र्यांचा फोन आलेला का तेव्हा तुम्ही केलेला का?
अजिबात नाही, फोन बिन काय आलेलं नाहीये. पण अजून महापौराची निवडणूक जाहीर होऊ द्या. आता पहिले जरा पेढे वगैरे खा, तुम्ही पण खा, तुम्ही
महापालिका निवडणुकीमध्ये शिवसेनेचे 10 अधिक उमेदवार शॉर्ट मार्जिनने पडलेले आहेत. त्या ठिकाणी तर मनसेसोबत आपली युती झाली असते.
एक गोष्ट नक्की की अजूनही काही जागा या आम्ही अपेक्षित करत होतो, नक्की करत होतो. काही जागा तर फार थोड्या मताने, 7 मतांनी, 10 मतांनी, 15 मतांनी अशा गेल्यात. एका ठिकाणी तर समसमान झाले, तिकडे तर चिठ्ठीवरती चाललेलं आहे. म्हणजे एवढी जबरदस्त ही लढाई होती. पण मला अभिमान आहे तमाम सैनिकांचा आणि तमाम मुंबईकरांचा. त्यांनी ही सगळी सत्ता संपत्ती बाजूला ठेवून मुंबईवरती सलग 5व्यांदा विश्वास दाखवला आहे. खरंच त्यांना मानायचं. मला वाटतं या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर तुम्हाला त्यांची अवाजवी जी काही मागणी होती ती सुद्धा पाहिजे नक्की.
पाचव्यांदा शिवसेना मुंबईत क्रमांक 1चा पक्ष बनलेली आहे. पण जे यश तुम्हाला अपेक्षित होतं, साधारण 100च्या वर 105 ते 110चा आकडा एक अपेक्षित मानला जात होता. हे यश तुम्हाला अपेक्षित होतं का? 85 जागांवर तुम्ही समाधान?
मला तर ज्या वेळेला मी लढतो तेव्हा पूर्ण ताकदीने जिंकण्यासाठीच लढतो आणि तसंच लढायचं. त्यावेळेला मला माझ्या आकड्यांचा खेळ चालत नाही. जिंकायचं म्हणजे जिंकायचं.
All right, Uddhav Thackeray there addressing the media, virtually giving nothing away as to how the leadership at BMC is going to be formed, whether he's going to go with an alliance or not. He's just said, enjoy the celebration right now. We thank the people of Mumbai and, congratulated Mumbaikars for the mandate. And he said, enjoy the pedas, enjoy the celebrations. The future will be decided in the future, being his answer to all the media people gathered over there. And to take that forward, we have with us here in our Magicbricks Now studios, Mr. Stalin Dayanand, Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, Mr. Swapnil Kothari as well. Joining us, Mr. Swapnil Kothari is a senior lawyer. Shailesh Gandhi is an RTA activist, and Mr. Stalin Dayanand is also a citizen activist here from Mumbai. Thank you all three of you gentlemen. I'm going to start with Mr. Swapnil Kothari. As somebody part of the legal profession, watching all of this going on, it's been a 2020 cricket match, so to speak, as far as the BMC elections counting day is concerned. How do you view all of that? 84 for the Shiv Sena, 82 for the BJP. This means that the BJP and Shiv Sena have to come together, which is very difficult to say after all that they've had to say about each other. We also have Mr. Milind Maske joining us shortly as well. We will go to him as well. Mr. Swapnil Kothari, how do you read this verdict?
Well, I believe that the people have given the verdict. They have given it in favor of transparency, because I think that is what the BJP, having amassed so many votes, I think that is the reason, one of the reasons why they amassed so many votes. Shiv Sena has always been there with the BMC since quite some time, so it was not very surprising that they garnered so many seats at the end of the day. But as a citizen, I'm most interested in not who comes, but in who does. What is most important? I remember Margaret Thatcher, when she was asked as a Prime Minister that since you're becoming the Prime Minister, what do you intend to become? So she said that I've already become a Prime Minister. Now you ask me an appropriate question as to what am I going to do? That is the most important thing. That is the most important question. So as a lawyer, as a citizen, that is what I'm looking at. What am I going to get? Am I going to get clean roads? Am I going to get a good quality of air to breathe? Am I not going to have to run around trying to in circles to get a birth certificate? Am I not going to have to run from pillar to post to get something as simple as just not only cleaning the roads, but there's a fire in my building or something of that nature. Something as simple as that, even if it's a smaller fire, to get them to do the job.
Yes, absolutely. You said running around in circles. People in Mumbai have run around in circles even to cast their vote for this BMC elections 2017. We've seen it on social media. So many of them not getting a chance to vote. Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, where do I start with you? We've had enough and more qualms against the local corporation, and it's the same people, so to speak, who have been given the mandate.
My faith in democracy is that after an election, one must respect whatever citizens have done. If we don't do that, then we are not a good democracy. However, having said that, these are the things I'm expecting from whoever becomes the mayor or whoever becomes the main party in the municipal corporation. A, on open spaces, they will give a commitment that they will not allow privatization of open spaces. B, they will promise that they will have audit teams of citizens for open spaces, roads, all BMC works. They can create these social audit teams, and the Chief Minister has been talking of transparency.
True.
And I'm sure the Shiv Sena is not saying we don't want to be transparent. So today is the day when I'd like to hold them to their promises, to their performance for the next 5 years. Similarly, they should create a corruption perception index and measure it every 3 months and keep declaring results. Also on cleanliness, roads, I would suspect that they must have 10-year guarantee for asphalt roads, which today is 1 year. And that is why we keep talking of potholes as a subject rather than roads. This is easily achievable and is not difficult. On dumping, they must make a commitment that each year 10% less will be dumped into dump yards wherever they are, whether in Mumbai or outside Mumbai. And this is possible and doable. The Mumbai Municipal Corporation only needs to have the will to do it. And here is hoping that they will deliver this. They have promised us. Today, I am not going to crib about what they didn't do earlier. Today, I am only going to say, rejoice, make your promises, continue to make those promises and continue to fulfill those promises.
And if they do, we will have nothing to crib about in the first place, isn't it? So many times the mandate has been given decisively by the people of Mumbai to certain people. Certain people have become mayors, certain people have become the standing committee. But we are still talking about pothole roads in the year 2017, deaths due to pothole roads in the year 2017. And Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, I have to agree with you, hope floats, doesn't it? With every single mandate, hope floats. Mr. Stalin Dayanand, how much of your hope is floating at this point in time?
Nothing. I don't see things changing a bit also, because again I would say very harshly that Mumbai has again chosen to fence it. They have not given any party the majority, so everyone has an excuse not to do their jobs. So this mess will continue according to me.
Mr. Kothari?
Well, I would not be as pessimistic as my colleague Stalin, but
Okay.
I think I would have to, because hope springs eternal in the human breast, said Alexander Pope, and I think I would want to go with that statement. And if people have voted, and 60% of the people, I think close to 60% have come out and voted, apart from the fiasco that happened yesterday, that 10 lakhs couldn't, or the day before, that 10 lakh couldn't vote for some reason or the other. Assuming that it's a technical glitch and not a deliberate attempt to boot out those 10 lakh voters for X reason or Y reason, I think I would be a little hopeful on this issue that the party that comes in eventually that takes the mantle looks at its own manifesto before it goes out every day and ensures that some of its promises, not all, because it's going to take a long time to clean up the Augean stables which are there in this city, and it's an uphill task. But if you've promised something, then I think you should start delivering on it. That's what my message is.
Swapnil, that's where I want to come in and ask you. Probably this time around, the responsibility of the people of Mumbai, or responsibility of Mumbaikars, doesn't end with just casting their vote. It has to continue and into making their corporators work for them. If they have voted for a particular corporator, it is that person's responsibility to provide the people of that particular ward with what they need. Doesn't it, Mr. Swapnil? It's about time that Mumbaikars take it upon their hands, especially with this particular mandate. It's a split mandate, that's right. But at the end of the day, every single corporator who's been elected, who's won the election, is responsible irrespective of which party he or she belongs to.
Yes, I think you've raised a very valid point of accountability at the end of the day, because if we put someone in the seat, then I think we have to ensure that he does justice to that particular seat that he's sitting on, or he or she is sitting on. And, if that person does not do the job, then I think as citizens, we ought to rally together and ensure that, or complain to the State Election Commissioner that, look, this person is not doing the job, and I think he needs to go. And I hope at that point in time, the State Election Commissioner answers in a little bit more appropriate manner rather than as opposed to what has been answered today in the Mumbai Mirror. If you look at the Mumbai Mirror answers today about the some people not getting to vote, I think those are very flat one-liners which I would not expect. As a citizen, I would want more detailed answers, or I would want some solutions to that problem. I cannot just lift up my hands and say that, look, the voters, I did not prepare the voters list, I did not do this, I did not do that.
What were you doing then?
Yes, at the end of the day, then who do I pin the responsibility on? It's as equivalent to the oil spill, where the state says that we've put the disaster plans into place, and if the oil spills, then people who are there, they need to take care of it. So that's not the answer. The answer lies in, as a lawyer, I'm thinking aloud that, whether I can take that manifesto of the ruling party or which is going to sit on that chair as some sort of a legal document vis-a-vis the citizens. I'm just likening it to, say, an advertisement for a refrigerator. It says that it's going to do these things, or a microwave oven. And then, when I take it back home, and if it's not doing these things, either I get that replaced, or either I sue the company which manufactured it for damages. So can I do that? Can I tell this person that, look, let's replace you, and is there a way to replace you because you've not fulfilled these promises? So he's going to say, well, those are not legally binding promises, but then I think I'll have to go to a court of law and try to ensure some sort of a legally binding nature so as to hold that person accountable.
Well, fantastic. And as far as the refrigerator analogy is concerned, it doesn't matter which brand of refrigerator you buy.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it has to deliver what is being said in the advertisement.
Absolutely.
Stalin, I wanted to come to you on this only. I know how you feel as an activist who's been fighting for trees not to be chopped down in the city, for cleaner air in the city, for cleaner water in the city, and the kind of disappointment that you've had to face at the hands of corporators and the people running the city. But here is the deal. After all the talk, neither party has been given a clear mandate, which basically means that people are thinking, and that's for sure. Mumbaikars are actively thinking. Many of them would have probably voted for the best alternative that they have at this point in time. So keeping that mandate in mind, and keeping that it's a split mandate, which means that no single party can be overtly confident. And let's face it, with 84, Shiv Sena cannot do it all by itself. With 82, BJP cannot do it all by itself, which means that they are on a sticky wicket in one way or the other. Is this then a good time for activists like you, for the citizens of Mumbai, now, in the year 2017, to step in and make these corporators responsible?
The citizens' partnership sadly ends with once you cast your vote. Very few citizens really follow up and pursue the corporators to get something. Like you said, the split mandate doesn't spell good for the city. Neither party has an incentive to, or rather you have given them excuses not to work. They'll say we don't have the numbers. So again, it all boils down to activists and the citizens who will have to run after their corporators and make sure that they perform their duties properly. But again, many people have been doing this over the years. And personally, though I am an optimist, but I don't see much coming out of this unless some sides get those numbers, whether it is the BJP getting those numbers or the Shiv Sena getting those numbers. Unless those numbers match up together, nothing concrete will come out. Otherwise, all these people will end up just fighting with each other, and the city will always get the short end of the stick.
Shailesh, I saw you vigorously nodding when I raised the point about the citizens' responsibility, going forward. Even as Mumbaikars are proudly displaying their fingers, with ink that they have indeed gone ahead and voted. Democracy is not just about casting your vote, isn't it?
Exactly.
As my friend Bhaskar Prabhu often says, democracy is not a spectator sport. And you are right. In fact, I am saying today, I will rejoice for whoever is won. Tomorrow onwards, which is citizens' duty starts to monitor these people and to put pressure whenever they are faltering. And if we do that, there is no reason why this democracy cannot work. I think blame partly lies with us. We've not participated in this democracy. We've not insisted on transparency. We've not insisted on accountability. And that's why I suggested a perception index of corruption as well as cleanliness and various duties. If we do that, and even if the municipal corporation doesn't do it, nothing prevents us from doing it. Nothing prevents us from saying these things are not right, set them right. We can bring pressure by doing a variety of things. We are not bringing that pressure. Only cribbing is potholes becomes a major crib, and then at the time of elections we say all these are corrupt, all of which is very true. And that's why it's not that I believe a change is going to come because the corporators are better. The change will come because of us. Change will come because media and citizens have been questioning the corporation, have been highlighting and saying things are corrupt, have been highlighting and saying things are not transparent. And now, of course, for the moment, we've got the Chief Minister who's made a commitment to transparency. So therefore, I think better transparency, better accountability, but primarily laying the responsibility on the door of the citizens, not of the corporators.
Absolutely. And also to add to what Swapnil spoke about, the way the election commissioner of the state of Maharashtra said, people, I think he said something close like people didn't prepare enough to get themselves registered to go out and vote. That will just not do. It is a democracy. We need to stand in queues to go cast our votes, and we will. But if our names themselves are not there in the list, there is only so much that we can do. I'm going to bring in Milind Maske of Praja Foundation into the discussion. Milind Maske, 84 for the Shiv Sena, 82 for the BJP, split mandate. How do you read this verdict? Right now, the questions are all about how the alliances are going to be formed. Who will become the mayor? Who will become the boss? But even as we're discussing all of that, what does this mandate mean for the city of Mumbai? Do you think we've got more trouble ahead considering it's a split mandate?
Well, I don't see. I don't want to read too much into whether it's who is going to be a mayor or who is going to be the standing committee chairperson. Which party is really going to rule the corporation? What essentially is that we have got 227 citizen representatives whom we have elected and sent over there. They are going to be our voices, and we need to hold them accountable. We need to hold them accountable by using data, hard-hitting data. If there are problems we are seeing, we need to complain officially. We need to participate as citizens. We need to participate at citizen organizations using the official means. BMC has a very, very fantastic system to put a complaint. That's 1916 call center number. You can call and put a complaint, but hardly people do complain over there. If we are not complaining about potholes, we are not going to have anything to go and tell our corporators to ask in the house. And if they are not going to ask, raise the issues in the house properly with data, the administration is going to go its similar way and nothing is going to improve. Participation is going to be the key towards bringing in accountability and transparency, and that's what we need to do now.
Participation and bringing accountability is going to be our responsibility, the Mumbaikar's responsibility going forward. That is very clear. Please, for everybody watching over there, your job is not done with just casting the vote. Your job actually begins right now. I'm going to bring in Swapnil at this point in time. Swapnil, actually, I wanted to ask you, we've spoken so many times on this channel about lawyers taking pro bono cases. I'm guessing if the citizens want to actively participate in democracy going forward, it's going to need the help of lawyers who are willing to do pro bono cases as well, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm sure there are quite a few lawyers in this city who are willing to do it. And, that is one of the most important things. And, the perception of the lawyers is, the general perception about the lawyers is that they always look at, what's in it for them. But I don't think so. As a lawyer, as a conscientious lawyer, after running a successful practice, I'm also looking at the fact that if there is some way that I can help in this form, this is not pitching here, this is being very honest about my profession, and I'm sure there are quite a few like me who will also look at it that, okay, if I've been responsible in trying to get a cleaner road or a cleaner air, then that'd be a satisfactory job for me rather than just my paycheck or my check coming to me. And as Mr. Shailesh Gandhi pointed out, that it is upon us citizens, be it a lawyer, doctor, engineer, whatever genre of the profession that you belong to, it will always be with the help of the media. But for these intense scrutiny of the media that has been going on since the past couple of days or weeks, should I say, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., be it women's rights, be it the oil spill, be it the state elections, we would not have come to the stage where there would have been such an open debate about so many things and trying to drill a sense of responsibility, accountability and conscience. Otherwise, I'm very, very passionate about this aspect because I want my city and my nation, my state and my nation to be a very, very healthy democracy and not just a place of morose mendicants and gyrating gurus.
Stalin, you were agreeing with what Swapnil is saying, or you were disagreeing with that? I saw you shaking your head.
No, I don't agree that there are enough lawyers who will take up cases pro bono. I have filed over 20 PILs for various causes, and I have had a tough time getting lawyers to do it pro bono. I am fortunate that my lawyers whom I have now have been very kind enough to do it. lack of lawyers is definitely a very serious handicap for citizens who want to take up issues. So I wouldn't agree with my friend on that issue. But again, we are going about in the same cycles that people have to complain, people have to do lodge complaints. This has been going on. What's different? What has changed now?
The only difference probably, Stalin, is that, so far it's been only people like Stalin Dayanand, a small minority who's been doing it. And the call out here right now, you cannot live it up to the Stalin Dayanands of the world. You cannot live it up to the Shailesh Gandhis of the world. You out there, you could be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, daily wage worker. You could be anybody. You could be a television channel news anchor. You need to go out there and make democracy. Democracy is made by you. It is not by some people running you. That's the point we're making over here. Shailesh, you wanted to comment on that? Are you also facing difficulties getting pro bono lawyers?
No, okay. I do not like the legal route very much because I think that judicially is dysfunctional, really speaking, by and large. But what I think we need to do is to hold our corporators accountable. We elect them, and if we come together even at 100 people and ask a corporator why he is not doing something, why something is wrong, I don't think any corporator, irrespective of parties, is going to say, I don't care for you. What is happening is we are not doing that, especially people like us.
All right. One last word I'm going to get on that front from Milind Maske. Milind, you've heard Stalin Dayanand speak, you've heard Shailesh Gandhi speak. You agree with all of them, I'm sure. And do you think that we have enough pro bono lawyers to help citizens out there go out and participate in democracy and make the complaints that they want to make, that they want to complain about?
Well, I agree with Shailesh Gandhi when he talks of the not going the judicial route and not having enough confidence in, even I don't have enough confidence into that. I think it's essential that we every citizen plays his role efficiently. Let me take a simple example. We see potholes around the city, but only 20,000 complaints were raised in the last 2 years on the issue of potholes throughout the city in the full 2 years period. That's the citizen apathy that we are seeing. People are not complaining, and there's a very efficient system in the BMC to lodge a complaint. Unless we participate, we engage our representatives, we are not going to solve the problem. There's a certain mechanism, the way the constitution and democracy works. We have executive, we have a legislative body, we have a judiciary. Everybody has their own role to play, and citizens have their
own role to play. Absolutely, Stalin, you want to comment on that?
To be somebody who engages.
When you drive on the roads, you find potholes. But there are not enough people motorists who are going to abandon their cars or gather at one place and catch the corporator of that area. So that won't work. How are you going to hold the corporators accountable? That kind of public or that kind of numbers are not matching up. So we only talk of getting the accountability from the corporators. It's not feasible to do it. It's not possible. That many number of citizens will not gather. So where are we? My point again, I'm saying is that what is different now from before? We are still in the same cycle. We continue to have the same discussion.
All right.
We will run around in the same circles.
All right. I'd love to continue this debate, but what I'm actually happy about the fact that this debate is happening. Should we take the legal route? Should we not take the legal route? But the point is, we need to take a route to make the people who run our cities accountable. That is a very clear message. And the people who are going to be doing that are the people who are watching. Are you, the people out there who went and voted. You, the people out there who didn't go out there and vote. You, the people out there who tried voting but couldn't end up voting. All of you put together, it is your responsibility now to no matter who comes to power, no matter who is the boss of Mumbai, no matter who is the mayor of BMC, to make any one of them accountable. And with that, I'm going to thank Stalin Dayanand, Shailesh Gandhi, Swapnil Kothari and Milind Maske, all for you gentlemen, for taking time out to be with us here on Maha Mandate 2017, right here on Magicbricks Now. This is Krishna Kumar signing off for now, but you don't go anywhere. Keep it with Magicbricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/MagicBricksNow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at MagicBricksNow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/MagicBricksNow.